Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Yesterday, LEGO had two big set reveals, the Winter Wave of Harry Potter and then the new modular building. Sorry I didn't make videos yesterday, but I just woke up really late. I had a final, so I slept in and I ended up waking up at like 2 o'clock, so I decided it was better to just do a video today. We're going to take a look at the regular sets first and then go to the new house banners, but I'll tell you guys, I'm in love with these sets and I am so excited for them. I've just glanced at them on Instagram. I don't really know like what exactly is here. But the first set is Triwizard Tournament, the Black Lake. This has 349 pieces and will retail for $45. And this is a remake of the old set from like 2004, and it is something that I have really been waiting for. And I think it looks beautiful and perfect and amazing, and I'm so happy. I do think it's quite small for the size now that I'm getting a better look at it. $45 seems a tiny bit ridiculous. You do have 5 minifigures, but I mean, there's not that much build here, so this seems like a $35 set to me, but regardless, I still really love it. We do have a brand new mermaid, which looks just as horrifying as it does in the movie. I love the use of the video hairpiece for them because I really, really liked that hairpiece, like when it was used in video. Then we have a new Gryffindor mold. That looks amazing, and it looks to be like a transparent opalescent color, which is really nice. It's quite cute, and it looks enough like the games, although it is kind of different. Oh, sorry. The one thing I wanted to say about the mermaid. Why is there no tail printing? That's really cheap to me. It is a new color for the tail, so that's cool. But I mean, it needs to have some scale printing. It just looks so plain next to the head and the torso. So, again, that just feels like a very cheap move to me. Ron and Hermione look perfect. I love how they're kind of levitating above the seafloor using these chains. And then I also really like their new sleeping faces. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they didn't throw Fleur's sister into this set, just because LEGO did make her in the Beauxbaton Carriage set from like 2019. But if you have that set, you could easily throw her into this scene, which I will definitely be doing. I really like the way that the archways were built up, like with the teal and the sand green, and having this brick built detail, I think just looks perfect. And I like how there's studs on the side, so you can kind of have minifigures climbing around this, and you can pose them up like they're swimming, but you can still actually have them attached to studs. And something that's cool about this set compared to the original is that it does include the spectator stand portion. So you've also got minifigures of Harry and Victor Crumb. Great to see Victor Crumb get an actual face print this time instead of that horrible reused one that they did last time. I also really like the swimming like swimsuit torsos with the crests for their schools. Harry has the gills from the gillyweed on his face, which I think works really well. And there's something horrifying about Crumb's head that you'll see on the box. Then this area is what kind of feels useless to me. Like, yeah, you couldn't just have like the pillars or whatever, and this is the actual spectator part, but like, and I like this, I do. I just feel like it takes up way too much room. I feel like it should have been a little bit smaller. Because I really feel like they could have made this archway like a little bit bigger and made this a little bit smaller, and then it would have worked even better. But I like the sand green and I like the clock, and it looks like there's a tiny little bit of interior space. I don't know what could be in there, but it is nice to have that. It does make it different. Oh, and you do get a little boat in this set. I don't know why that wasn't shown before. But yeah, here is the box. I think that this looks pretty good, and I do like that these things can connect. Like, I like that you can put the spectator stand on top of the archway, because that works out really well. There's Harry's horrifying flesh-colored flippers, so that's kind of funny. But what's even funnier and freakier is Victor Crumb's head, because as you can see from this image on the box, he is using that like shark head piece from the CMF series from a few years ago, so that's a great addition, and that actually might be our first time getting it in a normal color. But they did what they did for Orca in the Lego Batman movie series, and they printed a giant open mouth with a tongue onto his head. And I think that there's a better look at that on the back of the box. That's what I was trying to say. I almost said box of the back. I cannot talk sometimes when I film these videos. But yeah, see? What on earth is that? That is so freaking funny to me. It also has a uvula in there. Do sharks have uvulas? They definitely don't have tongues like that. Like, that's like a human mouth that they've printed on a head. So I think that that's really funny, but it looks great. I can't argue with them doing that. And I think it is a better solution than what they did last time, which was pretty similar, but it was a closed head, like it didn't have an open mouth. So yeah, I love that. I think that that's hilarious. The only thing they could have done different is give him swim trunks. I believe he was wearing trunks in the movie, not like long swim pants, and swim trunks wouldn't have been that hard to do. But I like that there's a little boat included. I like that there's even a little interior space up here for like the contestants to get ready, and I'm guessing that that green jar is gillyweed. So I mean, it would have been nicer if that was a print, but yeah. Oh, there also seems to be a function here. Oh, okay, that's cool. Like when you spin that lever, it like tips Harry and Crumb off of this spectator like area and into the water. So that's pretty nice because yeah, if you have it displayed like this, like if you have the spectator stand on top of the archway, then they actually will kind of like swim down. So overall, I really like this set. I just think that it could be a little bit bigger for the price, especially. I really would have liked a little bit more of the mer people area and like some more detail. It does seem like a little bit lacking. Those are really nice rock pieces in dark blue, though. So yeah, it's still a great set. I still love it. I just think that for the price, it's not like it doesn't give you the best value for money. Next up is Hogwarts Room of Requirement with 587 pieces for $50. This one's only $5 more. It still has 5 minifigures. I think most, maybe all of which are new. So I think it's a much better value right off the bat. And this set is everything I've been wanting. Like, holy crap, I was so stunned when it was revealed this morning. I knew it was coming. I just didn't think it would be this perfect. It's just amazing. It's based on Deathly Hallows Part 2. Finally, thank God. Like, thank you, Lego. We're finally getting Deathly Hallows sets. We have so many minifigures here. We're getting the Grey Lady in minifigure form with an awesome hairpiece in gray. I think that's Luna's. And she even has torso and leg printing, like the dress printing. That is really nice because Lego often does not print that dress, especially in Harry Potter. I still remember how stupid Bellatrix looked with the unprinted dress in the Burrows set. But then we also have Deathly Hallows versions of of Harry and Hermione, but not Ron. Hermione's hair I don't think works because wasn't she in a ponytail in that outfit? Like I remember Emma Watson being in a ponytail. So I really wish they had just given her a ponytail piece because that would have made it a perfect figure. But both of them have great looking torsos. I'm really disappointed by the Ravenclaw's diadem though. I can't zoom in more on that, but I just noticed it's a plain tiara. That is really, really boring in my opinion. I would have liked maybe a plain tiara like that and then also have a print of it somewhere because like what is that? It's just a silver tiara. It's really boring. I understand that Lego might not be able to print that piece because it is so like tiny, but then have a printed diadem somewhere else in the set. Or make a new piece. That would be even better. I think they should just make a new piece. Also, no one can wear it. Like the Grey Lady, who is Rowena Ravenclaw's daughter. I forget her name. Is it Helena? Yeah, I think so. Like she can't even wear it because her hair doesn't have a pin. So I think like I know it's unrealistic to expect Lego to put a pin in that hair. And like, yeah, I would prefer them to use a more accurate hairpiece instead of like reusing a friend's one just so that she can wear the diadem. But like, what's the point of having the diadem if you have to have a clear stamp piece to hold it? No character can wear it, and it doesn't look like the real thing. So it's nice that it's there, but I really wish that Lego would just make a new piece or make a print in addition to the physical piece. Then we have Malfoy, who that face looks slightly new to me. Did they finally make a new face print for him? Because I've really been hating the Star Wars one that they've been using. And then I think that is Crabbe or Goyle, but I don't remember one of them being black in the movies. So maybe I'm just not remembering them because they're such background characters. But as far as I know, the only black Slytherin I know of, I think, is Zabini. But I'm not even 100% sure if he is black. I mean, J.K. Rowling infamously does not care about people of color and names them very racist things. So yeah. But anyway, onto the build itself. The basilisk looks amazing. I really like that they did a basilisk. I don't know if we saw one in the Fiendfire. I know that we saw a snake. But reusing the basilisk mold here is absolutely perfect. I do kind of wish that they had printed eyes on it, just because like those shapes did have like faces and stuff in the fire. But this is really cool to just get all of these pieces in orange, and more would be even better, but like they definitely did enough. Then we have this stack of chairs and random boxes and stuff. I think that also looks great. I really like how the chair is at an angle. And then from the outside, this thing looks pretty nice. It's really going to break up the monotony of the Hogwarts display. You guys know I hate that. And LEGO really did a lot for that in 2022. They made some really good Hogwarts sets because I did not like most of the Harry Potter sets in 2021. I'll still buy every Harry Potter set. Harry Potter is my ride or die, even above Marvel. But I'm really glad that they're making some better ones now because I think that this looks perfect. You have a large opening section down here, and you can slide those pieces back and forth to reveal the door to the room of requirement, which is nice. Then you have this very ornate like window decoration, which looks fantastic. Stickered crests on either side. And this is supposed to be the inside of Hogwarts, and they're using it as the exterior, which is perfectly fine because that's how these sets work. But the roof is where it really shines. Again, very ornate windows. Those are so nice. Again, they're so different from everything else that we've gotten from these style of sets. You have more ornate work up there. You've got great roofs, like with very staggered heights, and then I like the use of like the cone of like the drill pieces as the turret toppers, and you have like side turrets. It's amazing. And yes, this is going to be a very long video because I will break down every little aspect of these sets. And it's just nice to get more Hogwarts ghosts. I don't think she glows in the dark, but no, the new Nearly Headless Snake did glow in the dark. The one from 2018, I'm not sure if he did, but I know that the one from 2021 did. I don't need glow in the dark, but I mean, I do like consistency. It would have been even better if they had made this set larger and actually built like this part that's on the box, but I mean, I do think this set is a good size. And yeah, that is Zabini. So I understand that LEGO wants more diversity in their sets. I will always applaud that. As a person of color, I want more diversity in LEGO sets. But throwing in a character who wasn't in the scene at all, he was not anywhere near the scene, throwing him in instead of like the person that actually started the fire and got himself killed. I mean, maybe that's why they didn't put him in because he dies in that scene. I think it was Crab that started the fire. But then put Goyle instead, you know? Like we got them as like kids. It would be nice to get one here. I really like getting Zabini because we've never gotten him before. Actually, I can zoom in a little bit more. So it's nice to see him, but Lego only put him in here because they want diversity. And again, because J.K. Rowling made an extremely white franchise, it's very hard to get diversity in there. So I completely understand why Lego did it, and I agree with it in theory. I just think that, like, I prefer accuracy over, you know, like, just kind of throwing in diversity. Which sounds kind of bad, but I swear it's not. Like, again, I'm fine with Lego doing it. I understand why, but to me, scenes should be accurate. And that's why even in the new Hogwarts Express set, like, you can't change the fact that J.K. Rowling made a franchise about only white people, and then, like, the only person of color that had any kind of significant role was Kingsley Shacklebolt and Cho Chang. And we don't need to talk about the problems with Cho Chang, but you can't change the fact that J.K. Rowling made a white franchise. And so if you're going to make sets based on that franchise, absolutely throw original characters of color or make the few characters of color that she did have into minifigures wherever you can, but don't throw them into scenes where they don't belong. That was also my problem with the Hogwarts Express set, where we got two random Hogwarts students just to break up the whiteness at the expense of old Ron and Hermione, and that was really, really stupid. So, sorry for the rant. I don't want to sound like some kind of anti-diversity person, but I really think that we should have gotten Crab in this set instead, or Goyle if Lego wasn't going to do Crab, because they could have thrown Zabini into any other set, you know, like they could have thrown him into the Hogwarts Express set. He would have belonged in the Hogwarts Express set, and it would have given us less whiteness. So why wasn't he there? But anyway, I am going to move on from that now. He's still a cool minifigure. I like the minifigure. I think that's a new face. And it's got cheekbones, which is nice because I don't think we've had a black male face with cheekbones on it before, at least not off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm missing Crab. Then at the back, there's the door I was talking about. That is a very nice door. Unfortunately, it's all stickers though. Ooh, the Grey Lady has a really angry alternate face. I like that. I like that a lot. It'd be even better if she could wear the diadem. But I really like that face. I even like the back of the roof here with the archway. And then there's a little sink there. I don't know why. Interesting. That is the flaming basilisk. I really like how easily it can be broken up so that you can have fire coming out of everywhere. That is a nice way to kind of expand the fire without like having more pieces. Because I understand that, you know, it is expensive to recolor stuff. I think they had to recolor those two pieces and the basilisk head and lower jaw. But yeah, I would have never said no to more fire. The interior is a little bit sparse. I saw people complaining about that. I do think there could have been a little bit more clutter. Like that's the one thing I would have asked for. Like, why do we only have one stack of chairs? I think that we should have one higher stack and then maybe one more lower stack because there's not that much color clutter. There's a box, there's a plinth, there's the chair stack, which is very small. Like those things were huge in the movie, and like it even looks small next to the scale of the room. And then you have the thing that Harry hid the diadem in. And where's like the Half Blood Prince textbook? Like, why wouldn't you put that in this set? That is such a perfect like Easter egg. Um, and he has a basilisk fang, so that's nice. I mean, there's like a scroll up there. There's like a little. I do really like the interior. It is very flat. I understand people's issues with it. It does go for like size over like kind of like depth, but I think the size is great. And this scene, the room requirement was very like large and cavernous. So I like what they've done here. And I also love that we get a Cornish pixie. I don't like the stickered one. I've always hated those kinds of stickers, like in Friends sets too, like the stickers that represent actual things. I don't like those. Um, I think they could have just thrown another one in, but it's nice to even get one because I didn't think that we'd be seeing them, and this is absolutely a perfect place to put them. And I like that, you've got clear bars there so you can put the minifigures up on there like they're flying away from the fiend fire. This is just a really great set in my opinion. The only thing that I could ask for from this set is that it was bigger. Like I want more. I want more room of requirement. I want more clutter. I want more fiend fire. But to me, this is like a near perfect Harry Potter set. Like this is the kind of set that I've been waiting for since I saw Deathly Hallows Part Two. Um, so yeah, so I just think it's fantastic. Definitely a day one buy. I'll see how I feel about the thing once I've built it, because yeah, it is super super shallow. Like I think more. No, it can't be more shallow than the other Hogwarts stuff. But actually, for the most part, I think it is. It looks like it's only 6 studs deep, or maybe it is 8 studs deep. But yeah, it's just it's not very large. But I mean, I like the cavernous of it, so I think I'll like it either way. And I do think that it's better value for money than the Mer People set. Now we're moving on to the House Banner sets, which are the new gimmick ones that are replacing the like opening books. I liked the books, but on first glance, I feel like I like the banners better, and I've been trying to avoid these as much as possible so that I'm just seeing them with fresh eyes for you guys like in this video. So these are going to be $35, not 30. We'll see how I feel about the price increase. 285 pieces, it's an okay price per part ratio. But of course, there are some pretty large pieces in here. So they open up like the books did in the exact same way as the books did. I thought that they would change the function or something. Nope, it is still exactly the same, like with the like kind of one stud of depth going onto these like big plate pieces. And they open up into the common rooms, which I think is really nice because the common rooms, they're very hard to represent in the actual castle sets themselves because you don't have a lot of room in those castle sets. So we get like little dorms and stuff, but you can't really get the full effect. And I think that this is really great. Like having an actual full, like big common room, this is pretty nice. And I do think that it looks good displayed like this. Minifigure wise, we have an older Neville with the Sword of Gryffindor. That is a great inclusion. Then we have Angelina Johnson from the Quidditch team. What a perfect minifigure. I've been waiting for like an Angelina Johnson minifigure. Again, one of the very few people of color in J.K. Rowling's books. And so I think it's great that Lego put her in this set. Like to me, like why couldn't Zabini have been in the Slytherin banner? But I mean, I don't want to sound like a hater because I like getting a Zabini minifigure. I think he's like one of like the big supporting characters we haven't gotten before, like Angelina Johnson. I just don't think he belongs in that set. And then we have Harry. He looks okay. I do like the torso, like open sweater with the tie, with the shirt and tie. I think that that's pretty great. Angelina Johnson has her Quidditch sweater on, which I think is perfect. And I think every banner set has a minifigure like that. I love the staircase leading to the dorms. It is a sticker, but it looks perfect. And then yeah, like these sets do have a lot of those stickers that, like I said, I don't like. Where they're representing real objects. There's not enough space to put a trophy piece that size in there, but there's definitely space to put a small trophy piece in there, so why couldn't they have done that? I love the portraits on the walls. Oh, and I remember I saw something. I think that these have lenticular stickers, like holographic stickers, so that the portraits will actually move. So we'll check that on the box, but I think that that's like what this shimmer is representing, like how part of it is gold and part of it is tan. I think that that's what it's representing. So we'll take a closer look at that in a second, but I love that feature. I like the Gryffindor portrait here, and I like how it looks like it's in a frame, like because of that window piece. I like the brick built, like Gryffindor detail at the top. Fireplace looks great. I was going to say it would be awesome if Sirius's head was in there, but if that sticker's holographic, maybe his head will appear in there. Final thoughts before we see what's going on the box, but I like this sticker showing Hogwarts outside the window. That is perfect. I do like those kinds of stickers and like the staircase, stuff that you can't really represent at like with detail at a brick built scale. Um, Comfy looking sofa. I was about to say cushy looking sofa, which would still make sense, but it didn't come out of my mouth in time. And then we have Wizard's chest with just like with one piece there, which I think is adorable. It's nice to get, like a kind of a playable version of that. And it is a sticker, but we've gotten a brick built one before, so like who cares? I think that these are also just all like outside window stickers, which I think are completely unnecessary, but again, like they look good, so cool. Um, we don't really have a good picture of the outside of the banner because Lego's only got the out of box and then the two box pictures up on Lego.com, which is kind of annoying. There is a hanger at the top, and I think that they look nice. Like I might hang these on my wall. We'll have to see. I don't have a lot of wall space, and most of it I'm going to put WandaVision art prints on. But and I have like the Lego mosaics and stuff. But I think that these look great from the outside. Oh, and there's a new tile. Lego's introduced a new tile mold in this set, which looks again kind of unnecessary. Like it only seems really useful for making like this kind of shape, but it's still cool. It's another new Lego thing, and I think that that's really awesome. Like I can totally see Lego making like a dog bone with that by just putting these exact pieces on either end, like in a dots set. So I think that that's pretty cool. And yes, 3D images. So Godric Gryffindor goes from looking really serious to like a little bit bashful, like he's done having his photo taken. That is adorable. I wonder if they'll show what the other ones are on the back of the box. Um, no. So everything with a shimmer is lenticular. Like everything with a shimmer will have two different appearances. And Lego's done this in the past, and I really liked it, so I definitely love that. I don't know what they're gonna do to the windows. Like maybe it'll turn to night, but then it's kind of weird that that one won't, because that one doesn't have the shimmer on it. Um, I'm really hoping that Sirius's head will pop up in there. I'm assuming that this will go from a staircase to like a slide, like when the boys try to get into the girls' dorm. That I'm assuming will just make like the trophy disappear. But yeah, this I think is a really great idea. Oh, and then here's a good look on the outside of the banner with like the thing hanging down. I think that this just looks fantastic. I really like these a lot more than I expected, and I like how each one has like a little bit of a different appearance. I think they could have a little bit more going on the front, but I like the overall shape quite a bit, and I really like these printed house crests. I think that the house crests just look amazing, although it's kind of weird that these are out of order. Oh, I guess it's not weird because the Gryffindor one is the one that needs the space to show off how it opens. But yeah, I just wish that they showed us what the other 3D images were. And there's an armadillo up there. Give me a Lego armadillo. Like the only thing they're missing from this Gryffindor dorms or this Gryffindor common room is like a picture of the fat lady. Like that's like the one thing I'd ask for that big sticker to either switch into like nighttime or to turn into the fat lady or to have her somewhere else. Like why not have her on that wall? Because it's like it's not the same amount of space, but you could do like a smaller fat lady on that wall. So I think that would have been nice. Now it's time for the Slytherin House banner, 349 pieces for $35, so pretty perfect price per part ratio. I didn't talk about value with the Gryffindor one, but I do think that the value's kind of there. I still think 30 is better. I don't really think they should be 35, but I mean, they seem like better display pieces because you can actually hang them on a wall. Like right now, I just have all my books shoved into like the headboard of my bed because like it's got bookshelves on it. But I mean, I'm never going to pull them out. I'm never going to open them again, probably, But like these, if I hang them on a wall, it's very easy to just, grab them off the wall with this new hanger piece and then just like open them up and then put them back on. So, and there is like less stuff. There's less stuff, I feel like, than in the book sets, which made like putting them away like a little bit of a pain to me. Like, I don't think it would be a problem for a kid, which is who they're designed for. But for me, I feel like it didn't like fit together properly and it was just a little bit irritating. But these sections just fold up nicely. Everything seems like it's going to get put away a lot easier. And so I do like that. I love this set. I like this maybe more than the Gryffindor one because they're under the Black Lake and you have so many windows that show it and it's so cool. And you can even see the Triwizard Tournament scene in here. That is awesome. I love that so much. I love all the stickers in these sets because they're all like really well designed. I love this little portrait of Salazar Slytherin with what I'm guessing is a baby basilisk. That is just adorable. Look at how cute he looks with it. And yeah, and I've always liked that the Slytherin common room was under the lake, and I feel like, we don't get many Slytherin focused Lego sets, So this is really nice to see. I feel like it really captures that vibe, like with the green and the stone and being like underneath the dungeons. You've got a skull there, another fireplace. Oh, Zabini is in this set. Why does he need to be in two sets? He's not important enough of a character to be in two sets. Now I'm even more annoyed that he's in the Quidditch set, or in the Room of Requirement set. I got distracted by his Quidditch sweater, which looks really nice. He doesn't need to be in the Room of Requirement. He's not in that scene. He's not an important character. He's perfect in this set. Why not give us Crabbe or Goyle in the Room of Requirement? I think the truth is that LEGO didn't want to print a new face because it looks like they spent money on a face print for him, which I really appreciate. But if you don't want to print a new face for Crabbe or Goyle, why not reuse one? Like, you love reusing faces for other characters. Malfoy does have a new face this year, so I think that that looks perfect. I think that, like, the hollowed out eyes are perfect for how he looked in Half-Blood Prince. I like all the stickers here, and that purple one is a reference to the book sets, which I think is really cool. That was the Divination set, I believe. And I think that's Malfoy's Hand of Glory in the case as well, which is cute as a disembodied hand can be. And then we have the entrance, which, like, yeah, like, the entrance should have been on the left in the Gryffindor dorm set as well, so that's why I was thinking that that sticker should turn into the fat lady. But I think that this looks, it looks pretty nice. I like the staircase. It's nice that it's included. No idea who that is. Ooh, but Slytherin's locket is included in this set. It makes no sense, but it's very nice to see. Let's go to the box. Will it tell me who that lady is? Um, oh, that's Pansy Parkinson. Okay, that makes sense. She's also a perfect inclusion. Very glad to get her. That face looks new to me. I don't think it is. Like, why would they make a new face for her? Someone tell me in the comments if that face is new. Because I don't recognize it. Maybe it's like a very new one and I just don't own it yet. But yeah, that's cool. Then we have an evil looking Slytherin. I really like the cute one. I think that's adorable. I hope that that's like the default look or whatever. Um, but yeah, I wish that they would show me what the other images look like. I like that we get a snake. I don't really have that much else to say. Like, everything in this set looks cool. I think I like this a little bit more than the Gryffindor one, just a little bit. Next up is Hufflepuff. We're saving the best for last with Ravenclaw. 313 pieces, $35. The minifigures here, I thought we would get Justin Finch Fletchley, but we don't. We get Cedric, which is nice. I mean, he might be dead, but at least in Lego form, he's alive and well. Love these sweaters so much, and I really like the Hufflepuff one. The whole Hufflepuff set just has such a warm and happy vibe to it with the yellow. Like, yellow is not one of my favorite colors at all. Like, I'm a very bluish, greenish, even like purplish person. But this yellow, it's really working for me. I really like it. And again, like, I love the crest there. I love how the little like arches make it like kind of look like the Hogwarts crests are shaped. Minifigures, I believe that that's that Hannah lady, I think her name was. I forget, but that's a great hairpiece. That's a great hairpiece. Don't know who this girl is, but that's a great hairpiece with Moaning Myrtle's hair in like this kind of dark orange color. Great to see that being reused. I want more recolored hairpieces, please. All the animals around here are beautiful. So, like, we've got a lot of plants too, but animals and treats. But animals, there's a Niffler there, and there is Newt Scamander on the wall with his Niffler. Adorable, because he was a Hufflepuff. Love the plant pieces in use here. But again, I would have liked the entrance, like with the big bowl of fruit that you have to like tickle like to get in from the kitchen. That's a cool plant. We've got a little baby mandrake. We've got Hufflepuff with her cup, which is great. If only they would give us that actually like printed. Because Lego has like the trophy piece. It's a little bit big, but I mean it's basically the same thing. And I think that I feel like we've gotten Hufflepuff's cup in a set. Oh, in Hogwarts in the big Hogwarts from 2018. She was just holding a plain goblet though. I want this piece with an actual print on it. We've got more plants on the left. Hufflepuff crest there. I almost said crust. Another reference to the book sets. Oh, there's like a plate of fruit, but it's okay. That's good enough. Fine, I'll take that. I like the vines growing. I like the mandrake. Everything here like looks good. Like I do like the vibes. I'm guessing there's so many plants because Professor Sprout is the herbology teacher and she's the head of Hufflepuff. I don't think they're that into plants in the books. Like, I know they like growing and like food and stuff, but I mean, it's nice. It's different. I'll still take it. The shape on the front of this one, on the front of this banner, I feel like I like it the least just because it's kind of odd, but I do really like the printed crest. That badger looks mean, and badgers can get vicious, so that makes sense. Hufflepuff also has an adorable little thing like where she's cheering with her cup. I think that that is super cute. Um, oh, character names. Susan Bones, I think. Okay, and Hannah Abbott. Yes, so Susan Bones and Hannah Abbott. I think I thought that they were the same character. But again, perfect inclusions because those are like the named supporting Hufflepuff characters. Like these are the characters I've been waiting to see in Lego form. These are the characters that are perfect to throw into a set like this. And I'm really happy that we're getting so many of them at once. We're getting Zabini, we're getting Pansy Parkinson, we're getting Hannah Abbott, Susan Bones, Angelina Johnson. I don't know who's going to be in the Ravenclaw one. I'm guessing we're going to get Cho and Luna, and I would guess maybe like Parvati Patil or Padma. I can't remember which one was in Ravenclaw, but I don't think that Lego would have three girls in one set because I think that they aren't that diverse yet. Um, but and I mean, like you should have a balance. You should still have a guy in there. But I mean, we'll see. But I think we can move on to Ravenclaw because I don't really think there's anything else to see with Hufflepuff. So let's see if my predictions are true. And here is our last set, the Ravenclaw House Banner, 305 pieces in this one for the exact same price. And I was correct, they did not have three girls. I didn't think so, but it would have been nice to see. Don't know who that is. Is that Anthony Goldstein? I feel like it must be. He's the only male named Ravenclaw I can think of off the top of my head. We do have yet another Cho who still has the wrong skin color. I don't know why Lego is so dead set on her having the wrong skin color. I get that maybe it was a mistake in the first CMF series because people like Henry Wu in Jurassic World, like there are East Asians have varying skin tones, and the actor that plays Wu in Jurassic World does have a slightly darker skin tone. But Cho Chang does not. Like, that girl was pale as hell, so I don't understand why they're so committed to having that skin tone for her 5 years later. Luna looks great. Love her face. I don't know if it's new, but I always love getting Luna. Luna's one of my favorite characters, and I think she's adorable. More Cornish pixies, great. Keep using that mold. Throw them in every set. More book references. That's nice from the first wave this time. Don't know what that is, but cool. Cool. Nice. I like the Ravenclaw crest there. I like the Ravenclaw crest. No, I don't like the Ravenclaw crest at the top. Why is it white? It's supposed to be blue and bronze, and Lego always does blue and silver, which is fine. I like blue and silver better anyway. But it's not blue and white. Like, what? And I know you make that quarter circle tile piece in flat silver, and you must make the 1x1 tile piece in flat silver. So why is it blue and white? Get it together. That's just embarrassing. Um, Cho's sweater, perfect. Love that guy's face. It's not new. I remember seeing it in another set, but it's perfect. Ravenclaw diadem in this set as well. Cool, but again, make a new piece, just for the love of God. It can even still be like, a pinhole piece, like a Lego Friends one, but just make a new piece. Lego's usually so good about making new molds for Harry Potter, I just want a new one. Oh, and this is another book reference. This is the Defense Against the Dark Arts class, so that's also pretty nice. I wonder what the inside looks like. I like the lamps. This being empty bothers me. This archway should not be empty. There should be like maybe not a sticker behind there, but then put like some brick built detailing in here. I mean, like maybe the chairs go in that spot, so maybe that's why it's so empty once everything is closed. Because like it won't be empty when everything is closed. That's what I mean. But I mean, right now I don't like how empty that looks. I do like that statue of Rowena. I think that that looks fantastic, and I can't wait to see what it changes into. But I mean, even in this, like you couldn't have printed something on the diadem in the freaking sticker. Like I mean, like it's nice to have a functional piece. It's nice that it's not just a print like Slytherin's locket. But you know what? Slytherin's locket works great as a print. So I wish they would make a printed diadem because I want like an actual diadem. We have like a lush sort of Gryffindor mold. We have a nice printed Slytherin's locket. Give us a good diadem. That's not just a silver crown that is a mold that you've been using for like a decade. And yes, I know I'm ranting about things that most people won't care about, but you know what? These sets are so good, I have to find something to complain about, right? Like there's always something to criticize. Very rarely does Lego make a perfect set, and these sets come very close. So I will criticize the heck out of stuff that I don't like. And also, yeah, I know that someone will be in the comments saying, oh, they're sets for kids. They won't care that it's not a proper Ravenclaw's diadem. Yes, they will. If you are a Harry Potter fan of any age that likes the books, especially like the later ones, like Deathly Hallows and stuff, which, I mean, I feel like you shouldn't really like if you're like 10 years old because it does get a little bit dark. But I mean, hey, I loved them at 10 years old. And I would be very irritated that there wasn't an actual Ravenclaw's diadem when we have an actual locket and an actual Sword of Gryffindor. That's the other thing. It's not consistent. If Lego didn't make specialized pieces for any of them, Like, if Slytherin's Locket was just a gold 1x1 round tile and Gryffindor's Sword was just a regular sword, then yeah, it's not a big deal. But when LEGO is making exclusive deluxe nice pieces for the other Founders objects, they should be doing it for all of them. And that's something I was really excited to see in, like, Deathly Hallows based sets. I was really excited to see an actual Ravenclaw's diadem piece. Because I am a Ravenclaw, and I love Ravenclaw's diadem. I have, like, the Noble Collection prop replica of it, and I love it so much. So I would have really liked to have seen an actual piece. But I understand that most people won't care as much as me. So here is, look, on the box, they use one of those quarter circle tiles in flat silver. So why is the crest in that thing white? Maybe it's like the lighting, and maybe it's just really overexposed and it's actually silver, but doesn't make much sense to me. Although good news is you'll get an extra of that, so you can just at least swap out the quarter circle tile. I don't understand what this is. Is this not just the same image twice? Like, this didn't move at all. Like, it looks like it's moved, but I think it's just the angle, because one is angled in and one is angled out. Like, did LEGO forget to put what the other image is on the front? Because every other founder has gone from being, like, serious to being a little goofy. And Ravenclaw doesn't do that. So I think maybe LEGO just forgot to put the correct image on there. So I was right, that isn't a new face for Luna. I like the Ravenclaw symbol on the front. And let's look at... No, it says Michael something, right? That's not Anthony Gold's... Oh, I can zoom in more. I forgot. It says Michael something. I don't know who that is. I'll Google it maybe, but I am very surprised by that because I thought that would have been Anthony Goldstein, especially because Anthony Goldstein is Newt and Tina's, like, grandson. So that would have been a nice reference. Love the hairpiece though. I like boys with long hair. So I think that is a nice hairpiece use for him. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for these sets. Thanks for sticking around for this video, because I'm sure that this thing ended up being like 20 or 30 minutes. I'll know for sure once I edit it. But I love talking about LEGO Harry Potter, and I hope that you guys like these new sets as much as I do. They will all be day one purchases for me, and I'm so excited to get them. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.